Welcome back to Speak English Fluently Now, the podcast that helps you speak real, natural, confident English every single day. I am Aria, and we are so glad you are here with us today.
And I am Jack. If you are new here, first of all, welcome. And second of all, please hit that subscribe button right now because we make new episodes every week and you do not want to miss them.
Today we have a topic that I genuinely believe will change the way you speak English. And I do not say that lightly.
Okay, now I am curious. What is it?
Today we are talking about the one habit that is slowing down almost every English learner, no matter how long they have been studying.
Is it watching YouTube instead of doing homework?
No, Jack. It is translating in your head. And today we are going to tell you exactly what to do instead.
Oh, this one hits close to home. I still do this and I am supposed to be a co-host on an English podcast.
You are not alone. This is something almost every non-native speaker does, and it is the main reason people freeze mid-sentence, lose their train of thought, or feel like their English disappears the moment they try to speak.
Literally. Someone asks me a simple question and I have a full internal meeting happening. My brain is translating, checking grammar, second-guessing itself, and by the time I am ready to speak, the moment is already gone.
Let me give you a real situation. Imagine you are at work. Your manager walks up to you and says casually, "Hey, what is the status on that project?" Simple question. But your brain immediately starts running through your native language first. You build a sentence there, then you translate it back. And in those 2 or 3 seconds, you either freeze or you say something very formal and stiff because you were thinking too hard.
Or you just say yes and nod and hope for the best.
Exactly. That is translation delay. And by the end of today, you're going to understand exactly how to break that habit and what to do instead. Let us get into the rules. Rule number 1. Stop searching for the perfect word. Use the words you already have.
Wait, does that mean I should just say things that are wrong?
No, not wrong, just simple. Here is what happens to most learners. They are mid-sentence. They want to say a specific word. They cannot find it in English, so they stop completely. The whole sentence dies. But native speakers never do that. They use the words they have, and they keep the sentence alive.
So if I cannot remember the word magnificent, I could just say really amazing or really beautiful.
Exactly right. And nobody notices the difference because the idea is the same. Here is a real example. You are at a restaurant, and the food is extraordinary. You cannot remember the word extraordinary. So instead of freezing, you say, "This is really, really good. Like, honestly, the best I have had in a long time." Done. Message delivered. Perfectly natural.
That is actually what I say. And I thought I was doing it wrong this whole time.
You were doing it right. Another example. You are talking to a coworker and you want to describe a difficult situation at work, but you cannot remember the word challenging. Instead of stopping, you say, "It is not easy. It is actually kind of hard right now. There are a lot of moving parts." Done. Nobody is waiting for the word challenging.
Okay, let me try one. If I want to say the traffic was terrible, but I forget terrible, I could say, "The traffic was so bad this morning, like really, really bad. I was stuck for almost an hour."
Perfect. You kept talking. You described it. You used what you had. That is exactly the skill we are building today.
I feel smarter already and slightly less embarrassed about my vocabulary.
Remember this. Fluency is not about knowing every single word. It is about not stopping when you do not know one. Rule number 2. Think in pictures, not in translated words.
Okay, now you have lost me completely. Think in pictures?
Let me explain. When you translate, your brain does 4 separate steps. Step 1, you hear or think something. Step 2, you convert it into your native language. Step 3, you build a sentence in your native language. Step 4, You translate that sentence back into English. For steps every single time. No wonder it takes so long.
That is genuinely exhausting just listening to it. And yet my brain does that automatically.
But when you think in pictures, you skip all 4 steps. You just picture the thing or the situation directly, and then you describe it in English. No middle language. No translation.
So instead of thinking the word coffee first in my language, I just picture a cup of coffee and the English word comes automatically?
Exactly. And the more you practice this, the faster it becomes. Real example. Someone asks, "What did you do this weekend?" Most learners immediately start building a sentence in their native language. But instead, just picture your weekend. You see yourself on the sofa, watching a show, maybe ordering food, and then you just describe what you were seeing.
I stayed home, watched a show on my laptop, ordered some food, and went to bed early. Like that, without thinking.
Exactly like that. Now try it live. Do not think in advance. Someone asks, "How was your morning?"
It was okay. A little slow to start. I had my coffee, checked my phone way too much, got stuck in some traffic, but nothing serious. Pretty normal morning.
Did you catch that? He did not translate once. He just pictured his morning and described it. That is what we are training.
It actually felt different, easier, like I did not have to work as hard.
Because you were not working in 2 languages at the same time. You were just talking. The tip is simple. Picture the moment. Describe the picture. Skip the translation. Rule number 3. Talk to yourself in English out loud.
I already talked to myself a little too much, but I can get on board with this.
Here is why this works. If you are thinking in your native language all day, while cooking, commuting, relaxing, you are essentially practicing translation every waking hour. Your brain never gets used to thinking in English directly because it is always starting from another language.
So every day I am basically strengthening the translation habit without even realizing it.
Exactly. But when you start narrating small parts of your day in English out loud, even in a whisper, your brain slowly builds new paths. English starts coming first, not second. Start with tiny things. While you are making breakfast, say, "I am making eggs. I need more salt. The coffee is almost ready." Out loud.
My family is going to think something is seriously wrong with me.
They might, but your English will thank them. Another way, when you are walking somewhere or driving, describe what you see. There is a red car in front of me. The street is busy today. I think it is going to rain. Anything. Just keep it in English.
I tried this once on a walk and a man nearby thought I was on the phone. He looked so confused when he realized I was just narrating a tree.
But you were training your brain. The third version. When you feel something strongly during the day, say that feeling in English first. Frustrated? Say, "I cannot believe that just happened." Happy? Say, "That was actually really great." Tired? "I am exhausted right now. I just want to sit down." These emotional moments are powerful training because feelings make memories and memories build fluency.
Okay, I am doing this. Full English narrator mode starting today.
Remember the tip. Narrate your life in English like you are the host of your own documentary.
Oh, I love that. I am the host of a documentary called Man Slowly Becoming Fluent. Season 2 is looking promising.
Rule number 4. Build your English comfort phrases and use them every day.
What exactly is a comfort phrase?
A comfort phrase is a short, natural English phrase that you know so well it comes out automatically, without thinking, without translating. These phrases are your safety net in real conversations. When your brain is working hard to find the right words, your comfort phrases hold your place in the conversation. They keep you sounding natural and connected even when you are still processing.
Like buying time while the rest of your brain catches up?
Exactly. Real situation. You are in a meeting and your manager asks you an unexpected question. Instead of freezing completely or saying a long awkward, you say, "That is a good point. Let me think for a second." You have now given yourself a few seconds. You have sounded professional and no one noticed you needed a moment.
That is such a better version of what I normally do. I usually just repeat the question back very slowly. The deadline for the report. You were asking about the report deadline.
Comfort phrases replace all of that. Another example, someone says something unexpected in a casual conversation. Instead of silence, you say, "Wait, really? I had no idea." Quick, natural, keeps the conversation warm. One more, someone explains something complicated and you lose the thread. Instead of nodding blankly, you say, "Sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I followed all of that." Confident, honest, natural.
My old comfort response to everything was just nodding. For literally everything. Happy news, nod. Complicated question, nod. Funeral, nod.
And now you have real English responses. The rule: build at least 10 comfort phrases. Practice them until they are automatic. And then use them in real conversations every single day. Quick tip on pronunciation. In fast, natural English, native speakers do not say every word separately and clearly. They blend words together and drop sounds. This is called connected speech, and if you do not know about it, fast English will always sound like a blur.
This is literally my life. I hear a sentence and it sounds like one long word with no spaces.
Let me show you. Wrong way, very stiff and separated. What?
Do you
Mean. Now right way, natural and blended. What do you mean? Listeners, try both.
Okay. What do you mean? I sound like a broken robot. Now, what do you mean? Oh, that is actually much easier to say too. It flows.
Here is another one. Wrong way. Do.
you want
To. Right way. I wanna? Much softer. Much faster. And it is what you will hear in real conversation every day.
Dia wanna get coffee later? That is how real people talk.
The key is not trying to copy a specific accent. It is letting your mouth relax. Stiff mouth makes stiff English. When you relax and let the sounds connect naturally, you sound more fluent even with the same vocabulary you already have. Now for your phrase pack, 10 phrases to use instead of freezing and translating. Listeners, repeat softly after each one. Let us go. Phrase 1. Let me think for a second.
My boss asked me when the report would be ready, and I said, "Let me think for a second. I want to make sure I give you an accurate answer." He actually seemed impressed.
Use this anytime you need a moment before answering. It sounds calm and professional. It tells the other person you are taking the question seriously. Much better than silence or, Phrase 2. What I mean is,
I was not trying to be difficult in that meeting. What I mean is, I just needed more information before agreeing.
this phrase is perfect when you want to rephrase or clarify something you already said. It smooths over confusion without making things awkward. Phrase 3. Actually, I am not sure about that.
Someone asked me which platform the meeting was on, and I said, "Actually, I'm not sure about that. Let me check and send you the link."
Use this instead of going silent when you do not know something. It is honest, it is natural, and it shows confidence, not weakness. Phrase 4. That makes sense.
My coworker explained the new workflow, and I said, "Oh, that makes sense. So basically we send it to you first before it goes to the manager."
A simple but powerful phrase. It keeps conversations warm. It tells the other person they are being understood. Use it often. Phrase 5. Could you say that again, please?
Sorry. Could you say that again, please? I missed the last part.
Never be embarrassed to say this. Native speakers say it all the time. It is polite, it is natural, and it is so much better than nodding and having no idea what just happened. Phrase 6. I get what you were saying.
I get what you are saying. You need this done today, not tomorrow. I will get on it right now.
This phrase shows understanding and connection. It tells the other person they have been heard. It is warm, simple, and very natural in both casual and professional situations. Phrase 7. To be honest with you.
To be honest with you, I think the second option is better. The first one feels a little rushed.
This phrase softens strong opinions. It makes you sound genuine and thoughtful. People trust you more when you use it because it signals that you are being real with them. Phrase 8. How do I say this?
How do I say this? The presentation was good, but the ending felt a little flat. Does that make sense?
Use this when you are searching for the right words. It tells the listener you are thinking, not struggling, and it gives you a natural pause to find the words you need. Phrase 9. Does that make sense?
I explained the whole project to a new team member and ended with, does that make sense? Or do you want me to go over any part again?
Ask this after you explain something. It invites the other person to respond. It keeps the conversation two-way. And it shows that you care whether they understood. Phrase 10. I was just thinking.
I was just thinking. Should we move the team lunch to Friday instead? Thursday is looking a bit busy for everyone.
This is a natural way to introduce an idea without sounding too formal or aggressive. It makes your thoughts sound relaxed and open, like you are inviting discussion, not giving orders. Listeners, take those 10 phrases and write them down. Repeat them again tonight. And try to use at least 2 of them in a real conversation tomorrow. Now, quiz time. Listeners, try to answer each question before Jack does. Here we go. Question 1. Which sentence sounds more natural in a casual conversation? A. I require clarification regarding this particular matter. Or B. Sorry, could you say that again? I did not fully follow.
Oh, that is very clear. B. Nobody in a real conversation says, I require clarification regarding this particular matter, unless they are writing a legal letter in 1850.
Correct.
B is natural, human, and clear. A is textbook English. Technically correct, but it sounds stiff and unnatural in real speech. Always choose the conversational version. Question 2. Correct the sentence. I am very boring in this meeting right now.
Okay, so boring is something you make other people feel, right? So this should be, I am very bored in this meeting right now. I feel the boredom, I do not cause it.
Exactly. Bored is how you feel. Boring is what you are to others. This is one of the most common mistakes in English, and it changes the meaning completely. A person who says, I am so boring, by accident is telling everyone they are uninteresting.
I said that once and a colleague agreed. So that was a fun day.
Question 3. Make this sound more natural and less textbook. I do not possess the information you are requesting at this current moment in time.
Oh wow, that sentence is so stiff. How about, actually, I am not sure about that, but I can find out and get back to you.
Perfect.
You kept the full meaning, removed every bit of stiffness, and added a natural follow-up. That one sentence shows real English instinct. Question 4. Real-life situation. You are at a coffee shop. The barista says your order back to you very fast, and you do not catch all of it. What do you say?
Sorry. Could you say that again, please? I did not catch the last part. Or even just, sorry, I missed that. Could you repeat it?
Both are excellent. Natural, polite, and totally normal. Using these phrases in daily situations like this is exactly how comfort phrases become automatic. Question 5. Open answer. Think about this one. What is one English situation in your real life where you usually translate in your head before speaking?
Think of it right now.
Say it out loud.
For me, it is definitely phone calls. I freeze on phone calls. There is no facial expression to read, the sound quality is sometimes bad, and my brain just panics and goes straight to my native language before I can stop it.
That is such a common one. And the comfort phrases are your best tool there. Before the call even starts, run through 2 or 3 phrases in your head. Could you say that again? Let me think for a second. I get what you're saying. Just having them ready reduces the panic significantly. Now let us do a natural dialogue. Jack and I are 2 coworkers catching up after a team meeting. We are not teacher and student, just 2 real people talking. Listeners, try to spot the phrases from today.
So, did you catch that whole email from the new project manager this morning? The one about the schedule changes?
I did. I actually read it twice. What I mean is, there was a lot of information in one place, and I wanted to make sure I did not miss anything.
Right. To be honest with you, I am still not totally clear on what changes apply to our team specifically.
Same.
Does that make sense to you? The part about Thursday deadlines? Because I read it 3 different ways.
Not really. How do I say this? It felt a bit vague, like it was written for 10 different teams at once.
Yeah, exactly. Let me think for a second. I think the Thursday thing only applies to the design team, not us. But I want to double check before I say that for sure.
That would make more sense. Should we just ask directly?
Actually, I am not sure that is the right move before the team call.
I think we should wait and raise it then.
More people will probably have the same question.
Fair point. I get what you are saying. No need to start a whole email thread when we can just ask in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay, let us spot the phrases. What I mean is, used to rephrase a thought. To be honest with you, sharing a genuine opinion. Does that make sense? Checking if the other person follows. How do I say this? Buying time before a tricky observation. Let me think for a second. Holding the conversation while thinking. Actually, I am not sure. Being honest without losing confidence. I get what you were saying. Showing understanding and connection. 7 phrases. 1 natural conversation.
And it genuinely did not feel rehearsed. That is just how people actually talk.
That is the goal every time. Now let us talk about common mistakes. These are things that happen specifically because of translation habits. Mistake number 1, using your native language sentence structure inside English sentences. For example, wrong. I have 20 years. Correct. I am 20 years old. This happens because in many languages the verb have is used for age. So the brain translates directly and produces the wrong structure in English.
I said, I have hunger once to someone and they stared at me for a very long time.
It should be, I am hungry. The fix, do not learn English words one by one and then assemble them like a puzzle. Learn full phrases as fixed chunks. I am hungry. I am 23. I am cold. These chunks go in as whole units, not word by word. Mistake number 2, making sentences longer to sound more polite. Wrong. Please, I am wanting very much to know if you are having the time available. Correct. Excuse me, do you have the time?
I do this. I add extra words because in my culture, more words shows more respect. But in English, it just sounds like you are reading from a script.
In English, shorter is almost always more natural. Politeness comes from tone and word choice, not from sentence length. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Is more polite sounding than a 10-word sentence with every formal word you know. Mistake number 3, translating idioms and expressions word for word.
Oh, I once told someone my head is boiling, because in my language that means I am extremely stressed or overwhelmed.
And in English, that means something is very wrong with your head.
She looked very concerned, almost reached for her phone.
The fix, when you learn an English expression, learn it as a complete phrase with its meaning, not as individual words to be translated. I am overwhelmed is the English version. Learn that whole phrase and move on. Do not build it from your language. Now let us practice. I will give you 4 real situations. Jack will respond. And listeners, after Jack, you try your own version out loud. Ready? Situation 1. Workplace. Your team leader asks you for a project update in a meeting, but you are not fully ready with the information yet.
Sure, let me think for a second. We are definitely making progress. The main part is done. Actually, I'm not sure about the final numbers yet. Can I confirm those and send you an update this afternoon?
Excellent response. You bought time, you sounded organized, you were honest, and you offered a clear next step. Listeners, pause right now and say your own version out loud. Try to use at least one phrase from today. Situation 2. Friendship. Your friend is telling you a long story about a problem with their apartment, and you are losing track of what happened.
Wait, sorry. Could you say that again from the part about the landlord? I want to make sure I get the full picture. So it started last Tuesday, right?
Perfect.
You asked clearly, you showed genuine interest, and you guided the conversation back without making your friend feel like they were boring you. Listeners, now you try Situation 3.
Shopping.
You are in a store looking for something specific, but you do not know the English word for it.
Hi, how do I say this exactly? I am looking for the thing that keeps food warm, like the container you put soup in for lunch. It is kind of like a small flask, but for food.
A thermos or a food flask. And look, you did not need the word. You described it clearly, the person understood, and the conversation continued. That is real communication. Situation 4. Meeting someone new at a social event. They ask what you do for work, and you want to explain it clearly without sounding stiff.
To be honest with you, it is a little hard to explain simply. But what I mean is, I basically help teams work better together and communicate more clearly. Does that make sense as a quick version?
That was natural, warm, honest, and included a natural invitation for the other person to ask more. That is how fluent people introduce themselves, not with a perfect rehearsed sentence, but with a real, flexible answer. Recap time. Let us go through everything quickly together.
Rule 1. Stop searching for perfect words. Use what you have and keep talking.
Rule 2. Think in pictures, not in translated words. See the moment. Describe it directly.
Rule 3. Talk to yourself in English every single day. Out loud. Even small things.
Rule 4. Build your comfort phrases so you always have something natural to say, even when you are still thinking.
Pronunciation. Relax your mouth and let sounds connect. What do you mean? Not what do you mean.
Common mistakes. Do not copy native language sentence structure. Do not add extra words for politeness. Do not translate idioms word for word.
Comfort phrases. Learn them until they are automatic. Let me think for a second. To be honest with you, that makes sense. Does that make sense? I get what you are saying.
And the most important thing you heard today, fluency is not about knowing every word. It is about keeping the conversation moving with confidence, with the words you already have. Before we go, here is your practice challenge for today. Think of one thing that happened to you this week, one small moment, and describe it in English out loud right now. No translating. Just picture it and talk.
I will go first. This week, I tried a new coffee place near my apartment. The coffee was really strong. Stronger than I expected, but honestly, it was kind of perfect. I ended up sitting there for almost an hour just reading. It was one of those mornings where everything just felt calm and good.
Did you notice? No translation. No hesitation. No searching for perfect words. Just describing a picture. That is the whole skill. That is what fluency feels like.
If I can do it, you absolutely can do it too.
Now write your moment in the comments below. We genuinely read every single one. And if this episode helped you today, please like the video, share it with one friend who is learning English, and subscribe to Speak English Fluently Now. New episodes every week.
Send this to that one friend who always says, "My English is not good enough." Because after today, there are no more excuses.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Keep talking, keep practicing, and remember,
every single fluent English speaker was once exactly where you are right now.
see you in the next one.
Bye everyone, and go narrate something.